Alright, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be trying out some of these weekend series challenge formats. This is the first week since week 1 that I've actually had enough free time the weekend to try going for points in the weekend series. As you can sort of see, it hasn't been going perfectly well. It's been going mostly pretty decently, but I have been dropping points here and there. So in this video, I think I'm going to try to finish up the Battle Royale country games that I have to play. So I've got 5 games left there. So this is going to be 5 Battle Royale country games. And in order to avoid making this too long, I'm probably going to cut it up a bit. Anyways, yeah, let's get started. Alright, as the room fills up, it looks like there's a few people here who are pretty high level. Looks like this Thad Jarvis has quite a lot of experience. This looks like it should be Canada, I think. Looks almost like the US, but these kinds of lawns in general seem a little bit on the Canadian side. Oh, it wasn't Canada. Silly me, it was indeed the US. I'm glad I got it and recovered that quickly, because this seems to be a pretty high level group. What the hell is this? Is this Greece? Italy? I'm unsure, but it looks like no one else is guessing either. Alright, someone's gone and gotten the first correct guess. Oh, it's Turkey. Wow, not even close to any other ones. I will say that Country Battle Royale is my absolute worst of the 3 different, like, challenge modes. Like, I'm sure that there are ways for people to tell that this is Turkey. I do not personally have that ability. No moving and NMPZ, those are my worst GeoGuessr nightmares, really. So, this might not end up being super successful. But I guess I'll try to cut it down to if we have any highlights. That's absolutely Greek right there. That's my wheelhouse, identifying languages and that kind of thing. But it looks like, yeah, Greek is not a particularly hard language to identify. We got people who are just looking around there, and for sure, and just getting it for sure. This isn't too hard. Yeah, that was pretty fast. I also think there's maybe a little bit of lag, because I think there's a lot of people ended up getting that at the same time, which they probably shouldn't have. This is either going to be Hungary or Romania, and I'm going to say it is Hungary because of that specific, yeah, that very specific letter there, the O with 2 slashes. You can tell from the, not these ones, but like the holy poles, that it's either Hungary or Romania, and they have somewhat different alphabets, so that you can tell apart. This should be Russia or Ukraine. I'm not. Oh, it's Russia because that says Ruski Bank. Unless it's Ukraine and I'm being like baited. All right, we were in Ulyanovsk, and looks like I haven't got that pretty quickly as well. This is gonna be tough. I don't think I'm good enough to podium with this crew here. What language is this? Is this Danish? Yes, it is. It's Danish, and you can tell it's Denmark because of those signs there. In fact, the fact that it says that we're in Odense and Copenhagen, you know, we're in this area here. Like, those are Danish cities, that's Copenhagen, but in Danish, and just this general style of sign is just all over Denmark. It's one of the most recognizable countries from the signs, because they use a very specific font and a very specific sign style, and I'm all for it. So it makes it very easy to identify. Alright, here it looks like we have Denmark again. Beautiful. Yep, it's the font, it's the sign, it's the style of the road number. And oh, looks like a few people actually got that wrong. Some people were saying Sweden and Ireland. That's actually interesting to me. We're in the top 3, so we should be able to maybe score some season points here, even if we don't do super well in this. What the hell? Oh, this is UAE. That I think is Yeah, because the .ae there, this might be the thing in Abu Dhabi. What's it called? The Khalifa? No, it's the Sheikh Zayed Auditorium, maybe? I guess we'll never know. But now we're in the final two. That's nice, and we have our 50-50 there. I might need to use it here, because I don't... Poland or Slovakia? Let's say Slovakia. I have no basis for this, and this honestly is probably... Well, it is Poland. Yeah, that's sad. We got second. That's 7 season points there. And let's go on to game number 2. Again, I just really wasn't sure. Because Central Europe is just a nightmare. My Bollard game is not there. My pole game is not there. Well, my pole game, I'm trying to get my pole game there. And in fact, these do remind me of Portuguese poles a little bit. Because they've got that stepladder look, but they've got the holes in the middle. And this, I think Portugal has a lot of Gen 4, so let's try it out. And we are correct. Portugal is indeed where we are. We're in northern Portugal. It's a little bit more mountainy. We've got a lot of interesting guesses here. I mean, they're all very valid guesses. There's just a bit of meta-knowledge that would, you know, maybe rule some of them out, like it's not Albania or Montenegro because it doesn't look right. You know, there's no rift in the sky. Alright, that one knocked 2 people out. So let's see what we can do with this. I think that's Spanish. Unless it's... Is it Portuguese? Oh my god, it totally was. That was me being dumb. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you don't see the specific linguistic features. But yeah, that was Portuguese. The thing that tipped me off was the fact that we had Gen 4. I know Argentina also has Gen 4, but this didn't really look like Argentina to me. You know, like the cities built into the hills didn't look particularly Argentinian, and if we went further down a little bit, you can start telling that it's Brazil. The word Brazil is right there. Caixa, that's Brazilian. Yeah, I'm not good enough at telling Spanish from Portuguese to know exactly, but like the NH there, the NHEI, that's a good hint. Alright, 5 people remaining, and one of them doesn't have the 50-50. Seems good. There's some good language here right off the bat. That looks like Cambodian. And you can tell it's Cambodian because like this type of sign, like the blue sign with a figure on it, is kind of common. The look of the Cambodian language, I think it's Khmer, is also pretty iconic. Sometimes you might confuse it for Thai when the font isn't as good, but in general it should be pretty recognizable. This should be Laos. Yeah, we've got the bars in the car, and that is a Laotian stop sign with a thick white border and the like just the Thai letters there with the word stop underneath. This is what, Luang Prabang? Yeah, it's Luang Prabang. Alright, 3 left. Alright, let's try to figure out where we are now. Boss music, alt papier. Oh, this is scary. Oh, it's Austria, it's Austria. Because that is a Viennese road sign. Now we're in the final 2 with someone who doesn't have a 50-50. So this could be good if we can get this quickly. That's Polish. You can immediately tell because that character only exists in Polish, the L with the slash through it. It's a little bit basic, but yeah. I have no idea where in Poland we are, but we don't even know that. My opponent got that as well. Alright, yeah, let's see if we can eke out a victory here. Oh boy. I don't know where this is. I'm gonna 50-50 it. North Macedonia. Yes! Let's go! We were in Bitola in North Macedonia. It just didn't look Greek. It didn't look Greek at all. It looked a lot more like Northern Balkan. Greek looks a lot more different from the rest of these countries here. Alright, I'm very happy to gotten that victory, especially since the second place last game, you know, dropped me just a little bit. So I'm happy to be heading back up in the numbers. Alright, that's 10 more season points. Let's go on to game 3. Oh, there's some good players here, it looks like. I only got a brief glimpse of it. Alright, let's see how we do. That looks to be Norwegian. The suffix veien is very Norwegian, V-E-I-E-N. Well, yeah, we're in Norway. The suffix veien refers to roads, and the Nordic countries, the way that I like telling them apart is that they all use different like suffixes for their roads. Norway uses veien, V-E-I-E-N, Denmark uses ve, V-E-J, Sweden uses Vägen, V-A-G-E-N, Finland uses T-I-E a lot. These aren't always the case, but that is what they tend to use more often, and that is hopefully a good tip for figuring out which Nordic country you are if all you have is a street sign. Alright, this is going to be Mongolia. Mongolia is the only country in the world where the Google car has this kind of like huge mattress on the back of it. This looks like it should be Ulaanbaatar as well, maybe? I mean, it's certainly got the high rises for it. But yeah, this mattress is very, very indicative of Ulaanbaatar. You've got the roof racks. We were indeed in Ulaanbaatar, southern Ulaanbaatar. Does look like a few have gone for incorrect countries, though. Roundsful has used their 50-50 and gotten it right. We're at 5 remaining. And let's see what we can do with this location. Got an A with the diacritic. That is very Hungarian. Yeah. So this kind of like mile marker sign on the side of the road in that font, that's the font that Hungary uses on all of its street signs. And the green background as well is very iconic of Hungary. We are now in, I want to say this is either Botswana or South Africa. I'm gonna go for South Africa with the aim to quickly switch to Botswana if that is not where we are. Alright. We were indeed in South Africa, and looks like everyone made it. So if I'd guessed in Botswana, I wouldn't have had the chance to change my answer. We are once again, I think, in South Africa. Alright, it's 2 in a row. That is just a South African road sign. Got the yellow numbers, the green background, white text. Interestingly, everyone knew it was South Africa immediately on the last one, and a couple people are just not getting it on this one. Some people are saying this is Australia, New Zealand. I mean, I get it, the landscape is kind of similar, but the signage is just very different. Also, that says Cape Town. So if you just move around, it shouldn't be hard to find instances of South Africa. Alright, so we have holy poles here. We have a blue bollard there, interestingly. I don't know if Romania has Gen 4. I know Hungary does, which is why I'm going to go in Hungary for this one, because I've seen the holy poles and I see the Gen 4 camera. And that is Hungary, and we are in the finals once again with a 50-50, while my opponent does not. Alright. This is painful. I don't think we're gonna find any clues here. And off the top of my head, I'm thinking Turkey. I'm gonna guess North Macedonia because I don't see any. Yeah. Once again, we win in North Macedonia. Incredible. I was gonna say I don't see any rifts in the sky. I guess I should have checked. I didn't know for sure. But this also did seem like the kind of like giant highway road you'd see in North Macedonia, and these cover a lot of the country because there's a lot of just remote mountain region in the country. All right. That's a couple of wins in the bag. Let's go on to game 4 and see just how many points we can rack up. We could definitely be in hot water. There's a Chili's and Niagara Falls. Ooh. So we are either in, we're either here or here. I'm gonna go for the US, why not? Yeah, we were. We were just on the other side of Niagara Falls. We were in Buffalo. Niagara Falls actually is in Canada, but the fact that it's a Niagara Falls road implies that it wasn't actually in Niagara Falls, but somewhere nearby, because you rarely see a street name that has the name of the city itself in it. You often see street names referencing nearby cities or cities in the same country. Looks like a lot of people getting this right. No one guessing Canada, interestingly. Alright, and everybody has made it through to round 2. What do we got? This could be the USA again, actually, come to think of it. No, that says Arrête, which means we are in Canada, specifically in Quebec, or potentially New Brunswick. But yeah, we were in southern Quebec, very close to the border, so my initial thought of this being the US again hopefully wasn't too far off. But the fact that stops and said Arrête, the only place in the world, at least the only place on Street View where that is the case, is Eastern Canada. Alright, next round. There are 6 people remaining. Looks like Canada knocked a few people out. We are in... oh boy. We are in the Baltic. This looks to be either Lithuania or Estonia. I'm going to guess from the look of the dirt that this is Lithuania, but really it just could be any of the 3. Alright, I've made one wrong guess, and now the guess is right. Yeah, it was Latvia. And hopefully the fact that I've guessed Lithuania incorrectly is enough to give an indication to the rest of the group that this is one of the other 2. I mean, I guess I could have kept going until I found a road sign, but this just seemed easier, especially since I knew I had 3 chances. It had to be one of the 3. It was just such a classic Baltic looking road. Alright, more holy poles. This time they got white on the bottom. That implies we're in Romania. It's not always the case, but whenever you do see white on the bottom, like, you're more likely to see white on the bottom of the holy poles in Romania. And we are definitely in Romania, although we're actually incredibly close to the Hungarian border, so maybe take what I just said with a grain of salt, because this easily could have spilled over into Hungary. Looks like this one is tripping quite a few people up, a lot of people being forced to use their 50-50s there. One person has made it through, and the other person as well. So, we have 4 people remaining, and only one of us, me, has the 50-50. Alright, these bollards look Slovenian or Croatian to me. I think that's what I want to say. I could be very wrong. I'm gonna pop a guess in Croatia. No, not Croatia. This is all on the scary side, but I think everyone else is gonna play it safe. Wow, I genuinely don't know what this is. It's not Czechia. Oh, it's Slovenia. I saw the... Oh, it's not? Better use this thing. Slovakia or Serbia? Slovakia? Oh god. So this was Serbia. Interesting. I saw this little thing on the side of the road, and... See, in my defense, that is Slovenian. Like, that's a very, very Slovenian sign there. Yeah, I've been knocked out, unfortunately. That's really sad. No season points there. I was not aware in that last game that you could get those Slovenian-looking mile markers in Serbia. That's interesting. Wish I could have found out where in Serbia that was. This, though, this looks to be, I want to say, Sweden? No, Norway? I'll go Norway. Yeah. Southern Norway. Alright, wow. That one knocked out quite a few people. We're down to 4 already. And this is 100% Israel. We've got the Hebrew on the walls, we've got the yellow plates, and look, we've got the ocean to our west. This is Israel through and through. And that wasn't particularly hard to figure out. Looks like 3 of us remain. This next round looks like... I kind of want to say Sweden? People are guessing. I'm going to go ahead and say Sweden. The foliage... Oh no, that was Norway! That's so sad. Ugh, my ranking is just going down. Alright, let's play our last match of the day. There's definitely so much talent on this website. Like, people are so good at this game. Alright, what's this? Solonia, Nikopol, Zaporozhye. Zaporozhye is Ukrainian. Alright, so we were in this area here. I wasn't sure what... Oh, Nikopol is over there. But Zaporizhia, definitely. Much bigger city, more recognizable. And it is... in Ukraine. Other clues for Ukraine. Ukraine has a red car, and this definitely has a red tint to it. You can't always tell that it's red, but if you can tell that it's red and it looks like Ukrainian, and it looks like it could be Russia or Ukraine, it's probably Ukraine. Dnipropetrovsk is also a very Ukrainian city name because the Dnipro is a huge river. So is the Dnieper, but like the DN is a pretty common, not really a prefix, but yeah. Alright, looks like 2 people knocked out there. This next round looks to be in Southeast Asia, possibly, because of the water there, plus all this stuff. Okay, we're in Cambodia. And it looked sort of like we were on the shores of the Mekong there. Oh, we weren't on the shores of the Mekong, we're just next to a pond. But there's the script, and there also is the fact that the Cambodia beer there is just everywhere. There's so much advertisement for it, but, you know, I'm happy that they're showing off their pride in their country. It's cool to see how that manifests in different places, and it also helps me as a GeoGuessr player. We got some people who possibly are moving the wrong way, because if you move the direction that I moved in the early game, you should see Cambodia pretty easily. Alright. Got these checkered curbs, and we got Hebrew. Alright, it's pretty clear where that we are in Israel. And of course this is a street named after Henry Kissinger. We were in, I think this is no longer Tel Aviv, Rishon LeZion. But yeah, you know, it should be pretty simple. Lots of people getting this. Yeah, we've got 6 people remaining. 4 with 50-50s. This should be Taiwan? I don't think this is low cam unless it is. No, actually no, this is Japan. Yeah. It actually turned out to be low cam. I was just being dumb. Oh god, where are we now? This is winter coverage. Narrows it down to a few places. Got a sign coming up, hopefully with some good, I'm gonna say Hungary. Yes! Alright, like, those are some letters that are commonly found in Hungarian. I thought I saw a mile mark on the side of the road earlier that I passed by. Yeah, right. Again, as we said earlier, that's very Hungarian. Alright, 4 left. Let's see what we can do. Is this Bulgaria? No, it's Turkey. What did I think it was Bulgaria? No, actually no, it's greener than Turkey usually is, I'm not mad. But those signs there are very Turkish. This is rough. Hopefully this loads. Okay. That is South Africa, I think? Unless it's Eswatini? Could it be Eswatini? Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's Eswatini. The border post is one that I'm familiar with. And I guessed on the South African side. Should have guessed on the Eswatini side. This should be Bhutan? I want to say. It's very mountainous. Is it? Yes! Let's go. My opponent didn't guess there. It's very mountainous, and those like rectangular prism, like raised brick things on the side of the road. That's very Bhutanese. Alright, so we've completed our 10 games, and we end with 72 points in Battle Royale countries. And again, this is absolutely my least good of the 3 modes. So I'll be back soon with more content for distance and duels. But yeah, we've completed countries, got 72 season points. Not the best. I do need to improve my game for sure, especially in Europe. But I'm pretty happy with how I did, and I'll see you in the next video.